And here we are back again, and we're going to be talking about the Steak and Lobster Fest. Oh my goodness, that is such a great event, and it's a great opportunity to have steak and lobster, or steak or lobster, or bring your kids and give them a hot dog or something, right? Mm-hmm. And not only that, but you're helping a really great organization.
Yeah.
And I think that the Schenectady Day Nursery has done so much for our community. You've had over 100 years, right?
Right. This is our 111th year, as a matter of fact. Yeah. We've been taking care of children in our community, affordably, helping families. It was started, as I say, 111 years ago when, really at that time, mothers who had to work outside the home, there weren't daycare facilities. So kids were either locked in the house, don't go out, or they were roaming the streets. So actually a few women in Schenectady who happened to be wives of physicians heard about this through the news at that time, and they decided we need to help these kids, we need to help these families. So it started then, and it's been going ever since. We're located at 25 Lafayette Street,
you have
downtown
a beautiful
Schenectady.
facility.
We do. About maybe 15 years ago or so, we applied for a grant, a building grant, and we gutted the whole building, rebuilt it, and
you have an elevator in it?
Have an elevator. We take care of kids ages 6 weeks through 6th grade. Yeah. We have after-school programs, mentoring, tutoring to help the kids, and we take care of infants. We have staff really that have been there for a long time. Diane Fisher, who's our executive director, she's been there for probably 20, 25 years. We have many staff members who've been there that long too. So there's
a good board too that oversees this.
Working board, yeah. Real continuity with the staff. The children are cared for and loved and nurtured. We even offer educational programs for parents, for families in the evenings, feed them, offer them some nutritional guidelines, some educational guidelines, they're all just trying to be good parents. And so
doing the right thing.
Yeah, it's a wonderful, wonderful organization.
And what I find is that when I was there, it's like the kids are all so happy. They always have this shiny face on them.
They are.
And it's like nobody's kind of kicking the wall or, doing whatever.
No. We have lots of wonderful activities. And one of our favorite programs actually is our reading program, Readers Program, where we have different people in the community, business leaders, political leaders, whatever, that come in to read actually a book of their favorite when they were kids, or maybe they read to their kids or their grandkids or whatever, and we get a room full of little ones and they're mesmerized. And without second, every person that comes who thinks they're doing a favor to come and read to the kids, they get so much more out of it. They love the experience and they come back over and over and over again.
Well, I read this year, which I'll tell you my funny story, because I picked 3 books. Because I said, well, this one's good, this one's good. What I'll do is I'll ask them which one they want, and then I'll leave all 3 with them. So your library would get a little fuller.
Yeah.
So I went, and these kids are just the greatest kids.
I know.
And I got the 3 books, and I said, I have 3 books. Which would you like me to read? So they picked one, and I read that. And I said, okay, I'm going to leave the rest. No, read that one. So then I read the second one. And I said, okay, and I'll leave. No, read the third one.
Yeah.
I said, I'm glad I only brought 3.
Yeah.
But each one was, they weren't long books, fortunately. It wasn't War and Peace. But they were just so delighted with that. So the money that you raise, what do you do with that?
It actually goes to help operational expenses, really. We just feeding the kids, just providing what they need. We have a shortfall every month. Many of our kids are Department of Social Services kids.
And you're trying to keep the cost down anyway.
Trying to keep it affordable. Many parents have to choose between working or sending their kids to daycare, and it shouldn't be that way. Parents should be able to either go to school and work and be sure that their kids are provided daycare. So we try to meet them. We have sort of a scale for those families, and we need to feed them, we need to care for them, and so really it's just to meet our operational expenses, which we have a shortfall of every year. The funding from the county has been diminished.
Everybody's being hurt by that.
Yeah. And so we're just trying to do. So we have 2 major fundraisers a year. We have our Jazzy Party in the spring, and then this is our 13th annual Steak and Lobster Fest.
It's really a lot of fun. It's held over at the Central Park Pavilion, and it's usually on a Thursday night. Is this one on Thursday?
Thursday it's always the 3rd Thursday in August.
It's in the 15th, right?
Yeah, August 15th from 5 to 8 p.m. John Mantis of Mike's Hot Dogs on Erie Boulevard.
Yeah, go ahead.
He and his staff have been catering it and providing really steaks to order how you want it.
You grill them right there?
Right. You can either eat in, or last year we started a takeout program, a drive-through program for families that want to eat at home, don't want to even get out of their car. Maybe they're picking their kids up from school.
They want to support your organization.
Yeah. So we have this wonderful, easy to get to, easy access. It's helpful if we know about what time people are going to come to pick up their drive-through dinners, but it's not necessary. So
let's take a look at some of the photos.
Okay.
There we are. So you can sit down and have a nice meal.
Yeah, in the pavilion. We serve about 300 dinners a year. We're hoping this year to have 4 or even 450. Price Chopper has been generous in helping us with the steaks and the lobsters at their cost. We're able to purchase the food. Dinner includes a steak, 12-ounce steak, 1 1/4 pound lobster. It includes coleslaw and potatoes and a roll and corn on the cob and blueberry cobbler and a drink. So it's a wonderful meal. The kids, if they're not up to having that sort of thing, can just have a hot dog for 12 or under. If you can have a hot dog.
That's really a great idea. Okay, and that's your music.
Yeah. This year we have a group called Quick Step from Saratoga. It's kind of a folk and fiddle kind of group, and they do some strolling, and they just provide nice ambiance for the evening for those people who are seated in the pavilion eating.
And the tickets are $45, but it goes all to a good cause, and you get steak or lobster.
Right.
Can you get both?
You can get a surf and turf, yes, for $75.
Okay.
Yes. And believe it or not, a lot of people do that. A lot of people take that option. We also have the Sunrise Rotary from Rotterdam, who has assisted us probably for about 10 years now, and they serve as our bartenders.
Nice.
We have beer and wine available if people would like to add that for their meal.
Now, the last time I was there, you have like a raffle.
We're not doing that this year. Actually, all of our energy and all of our emphasis has been on growing ticket sales. We're hoping to have group sales. Many businesses are trying to drum up buying 10 or 12 dinners.
I think you have a special too if you
buy. If you buy 10 tickets, then you save $45. So so tickets can be purchased at Hart's Family Cleaners on Union Street, the Open Door Bookstore on J Street, or Parcel Post Plus on Knott Street in Niskayuna, or by calling myself.
And I think we have the number.
Or Karen Discoli.
And that number, if you're on Facebook, check out my Facebook page or Schenectady Today in and around the Capital Region on Facebook, and you'll be able to find all this information already on Facebook, or you can go to my webpage at www.annperillo.com, and you'll get all this information as well. And I try and keep it updated. I think I have to re-update everything for today's show because you would not believe, we had so many changes at the last minute that we were.
All perfect.
The guys in the first segment weren't the only ones juggling.
That's right.
We were all juggling here, but we did really well, and we're so thankful that you came here, Mary.
Thanks.
And Joanne DeVoe, she does such a great job at helping you promote everything.
too. And we have wonderful sponsors every year that I just
want to be sure.
Who are some of them? Can you
mention
Price Chopper and the Golub Corporation and MVP and First National Bank of Scotia helps us every year. M&T Bank is also on. Marvin and Company, some CPAs. Schenectady Insuring. Joanne has wonderful connections with the Gazette and radio shows, and we've had a lot of help, a lot of support over the years. So we thank all of them, and we thank all of you if you purchase a ticket and join us.
It's a good way to have a meal out at a beautiful park, and also to support Schenectady Day Nursery. 111 years. They're doing such a great job. And this is the first year I think you have a website. So you can go to their website now.
Absolutely.
And you can check them out at www.schenectadydaynursery.org. And you can find out all about what they do and perhaps how you can volunteer and help, right?
Absolutely.
Good. Thanks,
Thank
Mary.
you, Ann.
So good to see you.
Thank you.